Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Chris Chan video. Where, you know, the strangest thing is that I was going to make this video yesterday, but yesterday there were some things I had to see to, so we're doing it now. But in fact, it's kind of fitting that we're doing this now on the 1st of October because it is apparently Barbara's 79th birthday. And I'm going to get into this literally now because there's two things I want to show you. The first thing is on Twitter, and the second is a most recent video that he put out. Hey everyone, this was yesterday, tomorrow's Bob's birthday, 79. And guess who literally sent her flowers today? Cole Smithy, Chris's half-brother. Even I'm mildly perplexed, regardless of having foreseen the package arriving. Chris, you can't be perplexed, not even mildly, if you knew this was going to happen. Oh, and by the way, notice this. Hey everyone, he doesn't specify, like before, that this is Sonichu talking. He's just... So yeah, the suspension of disbelief is, even for Chris, beginning to crumble. So, let's see. Also, feel free to text me, Cole. I'll be here with Mama's phone. You're about to see what that means in a second. So, let's just get on with this. It's relatively short.
Hi, Cole. Thanks for the flowers. They're beautiful. That was very sweet of you. I remember all the cards and letters that you mailed me when you were in college. I still have them, and I still read them. It's so nice to be reminded of your love and support. Thank you very much. I love you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, apparently Chris just has to interject there and believe that he gets to decide what technically counts as nice, and probably something that's not even his business. Although technically, because this is his half-brother, I'm going to suspect it is. Other things I kind of wanted to say about Bob at that point is that I can sort of get well, I know I literally want to say right now that I felt that I was as scripted as it could get, but somehow I don't think that was... I feel like some parts of it might have been, but the problem is that, well, one, you could see by Bob's very deadpan expression that maybe she just... If I didn't believe she had dementia before, I certainly would have now after seeing this, because she'll be 80 next year. It's as good a chance as any, and we all know Chris fine well will not do the decent thing and just go to the doctor and try and find out, because that will cost money to find out. Money we all know Chris doesn't have. And the other thing I kind of wanted to say very quickly is that I'm not even sure I even believe, and I don't even know why it says, I do believe that Cole actually did send those flowers. I don't know why I'm disbelieving him, because, well, I think with what we're about to see next, two Coles movie from Bob's and Sonichu Prime. Apparently there's a Sonichu Prime all of a sudden. This what makes me believe that this was not something that Bob wanted to do at all. This is what something Chris wanted to do because of some motive. He wants something from Cole if he's going to be talking next. So let's see what Chris is going to say. I'm never going to call him Sonichu during the Sonichu Possession saga. I'm not doing that.
Alright. Hey, Cole. Got a little message for you myself. Brother, this is actually Sonichu. Yeah.
If you're Sonichu, then Cole can't be your brother Sonichu. That doesn't make sense. I need to turn this up as well. I'm sorry about this, guys. Okay, that's better.
The one and only prime of the Sonichu species from our sister dimension that's literally right next door to you. Hey.
Literally right next door to you. What do you suppose could be going through the mind of Cole at this very moment, watching this? How well do you think he's going to take the fact that his half-brother is literally losing his mind? What on earth... Does Cole even know what's well, it'll be pretty hard not to notice, I would guess.
You've been hanging out next to Iron Man. Literally. You've been hanging out with Iron Man and the Avengers and some of the DC heroes and everybody. But aside from that, I gotta tell you, Cole, all the stuff you pulled against Barb over these years, and I've heard about through Mama's memory.
A lot of those things are very well justified as to why Cole would not want to talk to Chris. Or Barb, I should say. And Chris must know that. Jesus, just... Why is Chris even getting involved in this at all? I mean, I could get the idea of, like, family intervention of Chris just trying to bring these two together. And I think I seem to remember that actually Chris quite liked Cole Smithy a lot. But the thing is that Chris doesn't seem to have gotten the idea, even within the confines of his own family, that even if he likes someone, it doesn't mean they necessarily are going to feel the same way to him back. And even though technically I'm pretty sure Chris never did anything bad towards Chris, or vice versa or whatever, I think for Cole's sake, it's just better if he just stayed away. I don't know whether or not Cole has outright said he doesn't really want to have anything to do with Chris, but I don't know. Maybe Cole should at least talk to Chris to at least work out why all this is going on. As far as I'm aware of, Chris and Cole haven't had contact for years.
Because I only just swapped by with Mama, with Christine, literally 6 months ago today, and I just have so many of my own shares of things and whatnot that I can solely speak to you on her behalf. Got my own problems here, hard grief, yada 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 yada, so forth. It'll alarm me some. I don't have a script. I'm not going on a script, but Cole, I'll give you this props. At least you came through on doing this nice thing for Barb in her later years, right before we're actually going on with the Dimension Merge, where you will literally be able to meet Iron Man, but also just to drive over to Jersey and literally meet Batman. So have fun knowing that, Joseph Cole Smithy. And Susanna, that's still a thing.
I don't know who Susanna is. He trying to say Zazu from The Lion King? Again, Dylan has said this before, but this is when not having a script does not work for Chris. The only reason it works for me is that I can basically paint a picture of exactly what I'm seeing. Sometimes the world is a free show. It doesn't cost anything unless you can use your eyes or your ears or any of your senses.
And you know what? I'm just going to do what Mama did, hey, whoop-de-doo for him. Because she did that, and I just felt like I wanted to do that. Hey, you got married without inviting her and Barb. So there's that. Although I will say one thing on behalf of Mama. You're right about Barb on a number of things. And Mama was mistaken. So there's that. She's learned. Barbara yelled at Mama. So there's that. Let you know about that. But it's a whole different kettle of fish. If you feel like...
Again, I find that very, very hard to believe, if I'm honest. What do you guys think? Are you buying half of this? I don't know. I'm not buying half of this.
Like you want to talk about this personally, feel free to call or text at pretty much the phone number that's been popularized all over the internet. Alright? Anyway, all the way here in Ruckersville, Virginia, in this Dimension 1218, originating from C197. Thanks, Cole. Have a good day.
Right, okay, I think that's that. Guys, I don't know. I really don't know. Because one, let's just go over the objective facts in this. Now I'm gonna look at it like this: did Cole Smithy actually send Bob those flowers in the mail? Did he actually do that? Well, did he actually do that? And I say send because it looked as if they came in a box, so maybe they were artificial flowers or whatever they might be. The next thing I kind of wanted to touch upon is that I get why Chris would want to film Bob's just, saying that, I still love you, Cole, and all that. And again, her age and possibly links to dementia. I could buy, for example, the way that she talks and the way she is. It's been like that for about a good 8 years at this point. What I can't work out, ladies and gentlemen, is why Chris had to inject himself into this and start basically babbling more about Sonichu and all that. And because if anybody's been following Chris for as long as people like me have, will know that Chris usually doesn't really do things unless there's an ulterior motive behind it. Why does Chris... I mean, obviously he says he wants to get in touch. Well, in touch because his numbers posted everywhere and all that. Again, not particularly the sort of thing I would imagine, because I imagine the Kiwi farms would basically pounce on it, and there are videos where he gives out his number anyway. So I'm not particularly convinced that was a smart thing to do anyway. And again, just keep it between so that's another thing. But the biggest problem I have in general with all this is that how well do you think obviously Cole, again, if he had sent those flowers at all, why is he like burying the hatchet? Is he just like sort of like getting over what happened, or is he just getting on in life and just deciding to forgive Bob? Or does Cole know something that Chris doesn't? Or I don't know, because I don't really feel like family intervention, again, especially for Chris, it's not really something I really want to get involved in, because it's not about what I think. It's not about the rights and wrongs, even though I could say there were some very... Even though these are only suspicions, I think there were some obvious objections to what I think we just saw. But it has to be said, happy birthday, Barbara Ann Weston. 79 years old. And that's about all I can say at the moment. Did someone just fly in, man? I'll get rid of that in a second. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.